Go.
Am I on? Hi, everybody. Welcome to Brunch with Brian, your daily live stream, home investing live stream. So today I'm going to talk about Thursdays, and we like to call them Setup Thursdays. Here's the thing about a Thursday. A lot of business gets done on the weekends in real estate investing. Sometimes it's nice if you work a Sunday now and then, if it's possible, in the afternoon after church. That would be great because you can a lot of times line up appointments with people to see people's properties. That's one of the best times to get out in the field. So Thursday, I talked before a couple days ago about getting 4 half-hour blocks. What's the most highest priority for you in this business to be successful? It's right here, guys. It's your calls. It's your closing calls. And so this is a really, really important. It doesn't seem too imposing or anything, and yet this is one of the most important things for your business right here. This is what we call our Pretty House Calling Guide. You may have one that says Creative Financing Calling Guide. It's the same manual. And so I'm telling you that this is the key to your success. So Thursdays is a really good day to get going with your Pretty House Calling Guide. These are the same scripts that are in your Pretty House Seller Manual. That's in the What to Say to Sellers Manual in the front section. But behind the red tab is the Pretty House Seller. So all these calls are in that section. There's obviously a lot more information in there. This is meant to be portable so that you can handle it easily. Thursday is the day you should be reading scripts on the phone. I talked before about how I want you to have 4 half-hour blocks because calling is your number one priority in this business. Guys, calling is the linchpin of the business. The closing call is the linchpin of the business. Everything that happens before, all your marketing and your social media and everything is just meant to get that person to call you, to get on that phone and see if you can come to a meeting of the minds. So all that, once you get them on the phone for that closing call, everything that's happened before led up to that moment, and then everything that happens after was because of that moment, and so that's about a 5 or 10 minute such a crucial time in every deal. And this is the wild thing, guys. I've never seen a business where one little segment of the business drives the success of the whole business. And that's why this is what you need to get good at. Now, if you don't have this, you don't have our acquisition. This comes with the acquisitionist system. It also comes with the deals at a distance system, and of course our what to say system, what to say and do system. These are your primary scripts for doing the real estate investing, and so this is just the encapsulated version that makes it easy and portable. So this is what I want you reading out of today. And there used to be a version of this with a black cover. That is not the updated one. So if you have the old one that says Pretty House Calling Guide, and I think it used to say Pretty House Script Packet and has a black cover, that is not the updated one. I want you to have this Pretty House Calling Guide. So when you look at what's in here, today is the day to be calling. Remember, write that down. Setup Thursday. What are you doing? You're setting up your weekend success. You're setting up appointments. So if you can set up, 2 appointments for Saturday and 1 for Sunday, or a couple for Saturday to go see properties. Remember, these don't have to be hard and fast for sure, rock solid deals. I mean, I used to think that. I used to actually, when I started, I followed Ron LeGrand so closely, and I made big mistakes because sometimes I was too inflexible. And I would want to work out all 4 deal points: purchase price, monthly payment, length of term, and down payment, before I'd even think about going out to the house. That was really wrong. Now, pretty much if you are close on things within the range, and they understand that you need time to pay them off, years, not months, sometimes that's enough to get out there, and then you figure out a lot at the house. Now, would it be nice? Yes, it would be nice. And these scripts are so detailed that I really want you to be figuring these things out. Oh, do you hear a cactus wren? It's my favorite bird song. That's cactus wren, which is our state bird. So if you hear some really pretty bird song behind me, sometimes it's a cactus wren. So this Pretty House Calling Guide covers all the primary scripts. This is the first one that you're using is the FSBO opening call. And this one right here It's getting kind of bright. Oh, the sun is starting to hit the camera there. Actually, let's bring the camera forward a little bit. We'll just come forward out of the sun. There. So guys, this pretty house calling guide, the first part is this FSBO opening call. So that's your opening call. Every deal you do has an opening call, closing call, and a deal meeting. So I want you to have deal meetings on Saturday. So Thursday is your setup day where you're making all your closing calls and sometimes opening calls. So you could use this opening call script to just call out a Zillow. And remember, you can set up virtual deal meetings. These aren't just in-person deal meetings. You might be calling people 1,000 miles away and saying, okay, now you can get your wife there, and I'm going to call you guys on Saturday morning at 10, and you're going to walk through the house, and I'm going to watch on the video chat. Now, do you have an iPhone or do you have an Android? Okay, if you have an Android, we'll do Google Duo. If you have an iPhone, we'll do FaceTime or Skype, or there's a lot of different services you can use, even Zoom, and we'll talk on, and you'll show me the house, and I'll even go through the paperwork, and you can even email them the paperwork right before the meeting. So I don't want them looking at it and finding all the problems with it. So either email it to them like at, right before you're going to call them, but give them time to print it up. Because okay, now I'm getting into teaching the deal meeting. Okay, but I meant to just talk about calling Thursday. Let's call it calling Thursday. So remember, your 4 half-hour blocks of calling times, one should be on Thursday. Hopefully you don't have anything scheduled, like the kids' t-ball is every Thursday or whatever. If you do, you do. Thursday is a really good day to make your calls to set up your weekend success. So it starts with the FSBO opening call, and there's really good forms in here. The steps of the closing call, rapport building scripts, which are really important, the closing call prep sheet, which I want you to use on every call that looks decent, the basic pretty house closing call, subject to closing call. Lynette's notes are little yellow highlights are in there. Seller financing closing call, that's the one you use the most. So probably out of all these, when you open it, it's right on the staple. So this is the one that you're probably going to use the most, is your seller financing closing call, because most deals fit that paradigm. And then calling back no's to financing is right here. That's a short script that's really powerful. So if they already said, no, I'm not interested in giving you terms, then you call them up and you use that. Then you got your sandwich lease purchase closing call. Sometimes you will want to do that. There are reasons. There's 7 reasons to do a sandwich lease purchase, and that's in some of our training. Okay, and then your real estate investor biography, there's a whole section here that explains how to write that and what your goals are. It's got some objection answers in here, and then setting the appointment. So guys, this is amazing. I want you using this on Thursdays. This is your Thursday manual, okay? Now remember, this is just an encapsulation of what's in the bigger manual and also in your script tablet. So remember, you also have a script tablet that has those scripts in it. And if you love that script tablet, you're probably falling in love with it and just doing it, just following the script tablet. Technically, I mean, you don't even need the big manual. You can follow that script tablet. All the same scripts, all the updated 2021 scripts are on there. So when you're using the tablet, remember, and you're under that objection answer section, whatever they say, you can just click the answer and no. So Thursdays is a big day. It's your launch day for the weekend. It's your setup day, and this is your setup time for your summer, guys. We're going into May really quickly here. Saturday is May 1st, and so that's really almost the unofficial start of a big summer for you, because I want May, June, July, August. In those 4 months, I'd like you to close at least 3 deals this summer. Pretty house, creative financing deals, if not many, many more. Okay, so this was I sometimes talk about what day it is. I get wrapped up in the training sometimes. It's an International Dance Day, and I have been threatening to do some dancing on my fitness and a fitness approach. Now, I've got an idea, guys. You tell me what you think about this. I started to think, because I've always wanted to, I was going to have fitness as part of the Brunch with Brian, and it kind of evolved into more of a real estate training session. But I really like the physical stuff. I still at least try to work in the deep breathing, but I thought maybe you guys would like to just once a month do like a fitness fest with me. And, I don't know, take it like just a half hour, and do a little stretching and I have a program for muscle toning, and some of you guys know this if you've been to our Taking Action workshop. You've seen me teaching this, and it's called the Self Flex program. And it's kind of like people think of this word isometric training, muscle straining against muscle, and yes, that's kind of what it is. Okay, and so there's some really great, very easy to use techniques that can keep you in great muscle tone, and everybody should be stretching a little bit. And I'm not totally stretchy. My brother is more stretchy than me. He's like 3 years younger than me, and so he stretches even more than me. But I'm, relatively stretchy for my age, I guess. And so we do some stretching and nothing too dramatic. And then I was thinking about throwing a couple of dance numbers in there just to get your cardio going. Like some of you guys do that Zumba. I actually did Zumba once. Yeah, it was me and a lot of women, and it's like dancing around. I was trying to lose a lot of weight, and so I tried it one time, and it's kind of embarrassing because you're just the lone guy in there. But if you're at your house and we do this little fitness test once a month, you can find a little spot to watch along and maybe do some movement with me too. So what do you think about that, guys? If you like that, give me some thumbs up or some hearts on that. It's so International Dance Day, Zipper Day, Shrimp Scampi Day, my mom's favorite meal. I remember my mom. Viral video, Thank You Thursday, Poem in Pocket, lots of things today. And Willie Nelson, I just got to say, I sometimes will give a birthday shout out, and I got to give it up to Willie. Willie's 88. Oh my gosh, Willie Nelson is 88 today, so that is really cool. So I love spending time with you guys on Brunch with Brian, obviously. And I will be talking to you a little bit later, actually. Since it's Thursday, we're going to have Thursdays live with the Wolffs. And that's going to be coming up later at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. So don't miss that. That's always really fun and interesting. We're always out looking at one of our houses or a house we're thinking about buying and asking you guys lots of great quiz questions. So that's always great entertainment and a lot of education. So we'll see you tomorrow back here, as always, Monday through Friday on Brunch with Brian. Don't miss these. They're very helpful, and it keeps you focused, and a lot of times it's very motivational. Let's do our deep breathing really quick so I don't forget. Okay, nice deep breath in. Hold a little bit. Give me your big smile, and let it out. Okay, loosen. When you let that out, let all your tension out. Think about loosening up and relaxing. Deep breath in. Hold a second. Nice. Okay, and one more. Nice big smile. Guys, if you just do those 3 deep breaths with a big smile, that can't help but elevate your mood. Those are 2 really powerful mood elevating actions. Smiling, big smile, and deep breathing. So great spending this time with you. Until we see you either this afternoon or tomorrow, keep expecting success, getting awesome training, and taking tons of action.